Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. And at the end of the last episode I did mention that I'd done a couple of other things and I didn't talk about them because the video was getting way too long, so let's just quickly have a look at those. So the first minor change I made was I did have two absorption hoppers down here, and the problem was when this thing is running as crazy as it is, it just can't keep up with either the XP or definitely not with the items. So what I've done is I've replaced it with this gold backpack, and this has got a magnet upgrade in it, and it also has a tank upgrade and a pump upgrade. So what that does, this will basically just suck in all the items that are around it, and it does it so quickly, way faster than an absorption hopper. And then we can just connect pipes to that as well, and that can go into the storage as it did before. And the other thing I did, which took me loads and loads of time, I don't think I mentioned this, but originally here I had the mechanism logistical transporters, and the filters on those were just way too slow to transport everything to where I needed it. So what I've done instead is use the filters from the pipes mod, and if we just have a look at the thing, we use this called the filter destination tool. So they are a bit tricky to set these things up, and it's all dependent on the location of the chest as well. So if I actually move any of these, I'd have to redo all of this, and it took me an absolute age to do this. So I definitely don't want to be going through here and doing all this again. Now, I am very tempted to add the modular routers mod. I know I'm trying to keep this mod pack as small as I possibly can, but this stuff is just really boring, and modular routers does it so well, and it's so easy to do compared to stuff like this. I may have to do that. So let me know in the comments what you think about adding a couple more mods. Nothing too crazy, it's just to do basic stuff like this that's just a real pain when you only have basic tools. So plan for today, I want to get into a bit more of the industrial foregoing like we did last time, and we've got the basics set up, which is just up here. So we've got all the latex processing going, and I'm happy to report that that is now full. So yeah, I have a full oak drawer there, so I can put some upgrades on this and get some more of that going. But I also realised that last time I didn't actually have this set up. Actually no, it wasn't last time, was it? It was the one before that. But what I did notice last time was, and I didn't mention it on camera, so another thing I noticed is that I didn't have this set up right. So I think it was these two over here were actually connected to this. So I had these 5 and these 5 going into here, and then I had these 5 going into there, and these 5 just didn't do anything because they weren't connected. So I've changed that now. So these 3 go into here to turn into plastic, and then just this one fills up this. So I'm not really using this much at the minute. This is just for using the dissolution chamber, but not really using it at the minute, so just those 5 is more than enough. But anyway, yeah, I want to get into some more stuff from Industrial Foregoing, and the main thing I want there is the laser, and this is basically just mines ores out of anywhere. So I do have the digital miner from Mechanism, but the problem with that is it can only do it in a 32 block radius, so you do tend to move that around quite a lot, and it gets a bit boring after a while. And you may or may not know, but I have been playing all the mods 9 to the sky, and when you play Skyblock mod packs, the sieving at the start means you just have infinite resources, and once you get all that automated, you just never have to worry about things again. So my worry now is, coming back into this world, I'm gonna think my diamonds are infinite and my iron's infinite and treat it like that. So I want to find a way of fully automating them, and I think the lasers from Industrial Foregoing is going to be the way to go. But before we do that, I want to get this thing in my mob farm sorted, because it's a little bit embarrassing. This farm is really crazy and overpowered, and I need to get the roof finished as well, which we will do, but I need a way of getting up here. So the way I have of turning these real advanced mob farms on, these apotheosis spawners that are ridiculously overpowered, is I have a lever at the top that I flick, and that's not good enough, is it? So what I want to do instead is use some modded trickery from RF Tools and use the redstone transmitter and redstone receiver. So it's these things, and we just need a few of these machine bases. So these things are really cheap, and I'm not using granite because that is one of my main building blocks, so don't do that. Let's just have the stone. Might as well get a few of these because I'm probably going to do a few things with these. Put us into there, and let's get this right. So I want 2 receivers, don't I? So I've got 2 mob farms, and I believe it's 2 transmitters as well. So let's just get a few of those. Look, I'm shift clicking already because I'm just used to having infinite resources. I think I'm alright for redstone, but let's do that. Right, I also want to control these through a screen. So I'm going from memory because I did test this a while ago, but I've forgotten everything now. So it's not the information screen. I always get this wrong. It's not the information screen, it's this screen that we need. So I have everything for that because it's the same machine base again. So I'll have that. I also need to get the wrench from RF Tools as well, like that. And then we can also get some of the text. Actually, don't want to do this yet. Let's do the basic version first, and then we can fancy it up with the screen. So we have the redstone receiver and the redstone transmitter. So let's go do this. I'll probably need some redstone as well, won't I? And let's get some torches just in case that we need to invert something. Right, so up here, what I believe we can do, oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's put that on there. Right, so for this, we need the redstone receiver, and we need to set these to different channels, don't we? So I think we just put them down, and you need to point it at the correct side of the block that you want it to face, so like that. And then the receiver again over here, let's set this one like that, and we can get rid of that lever off there as well. Now, I may have done this wrong. I think you're supposed to put the transmitter down first. Right, that's channel is set to 1. Now, if I take that receiver, right click on there, that is channel 1 as well. So if I do that, and if I put a lever down here, click that. Yeah, so I just put some redstone on there, which I shouldn't really need to do. I think these should just power the blocks directly. But if I click that, I think it's the same case over here. So if we just do that, right, we're going to be awkward, aren't we? Let's do this. Let's put that like that, and the redstone there like that. Now, if I turn this off, right, so we had the piston go there, so that has turned off now. So this, on and off. Now, obviously, I'm not going to leave this here. This is just for testing. So if I move this into a more appropriate position, I'm probably going to have a screen somewhere. I mean, this is the ideal place, isn't it? So I may have to move this, but let's just put this, let's just put it down here, because it's going to be somewhere around here anyway, isn't it? So the redstone there, and if we do that, right, so that turns that on from down here, which is good. So we can set up the same thing on the other side. Actually, let's do that now. So can we, if we put another one of these down, I believe it'll turn it into channel 2. Actually, let's go do it up there. So right, so that's set to channel 2, and we need to move it as well, don't we? Okay, so do that like that, and I think if we just have redstone there, that should work. Let's just do it over here. I'm not going to leave these here. This is just testing, and then put that down there. That should turn that one on. Yeah, so that one is on now, so we can turn that one on remotely as well. Right, that's great. So let me figure out where I'm going to put this screen, and then I'll show you how to make this a bit more sophisticated. I think I was overthinking this a little bit. I was going to move all of this and redo the cable and everything, but these are completely wireless, so I don't need to do that. So I've just put this up here, and all that's going to happen really is it's going to have some buttons on it to turn off each of the farms. And I don't know if I'm going to do this today, but I'm probably going to do it so I can turn on these things as well, but that's not really a big deal. It's mainly for the farm, so I don't have to fly up there. So let's have a look at how this thing works. At the minute, it doesn't have any power, and the reason for that is it needs linking to a screen controller. So I do have a recipe for that here. So I just need to do machine frame first, and then we have that, the screen controller. So this just needs powering, and it has to be fairly close to that. We can improve the range of this, but we don't really need to, as long as we can power it somewhere around here. Do I have any power? Right, I've got some power cables. I must have some power cables over here. Right, we've got a little bit here, so let's just do this. Right, that's quantum entanglement, isn't it? So we can just run straight off this, and that is getting powered, so that's good. Okay, so we can, I think, actually put it down here. Although, if we can get it to below these stairs, that would be better. Then I could actually access it without breaking anything. Sorry, so that's as far as that'll go. And then if I put that there, that's got power. Now all we need to do is scan, and it, in the older versions, I'm sure it did used to say how many screens are attached, but this isn't working for some reason. So can I get off here? Probably not. Okay, so I'll clean all this up in a minute, but now we should actually be able to use this. So we just need to craft up some of the modules that are going to go in here. So I've already got these ready over here. So text, just so we can display things. I really don't have any paper. I need to get this automated. So we'll do, I need to get this sorted as well, do I? Let's go squid hunting. So let's have that. So 2 of those, and it's the buttons. These are the main ones we want. Oh yeah, while I've been doing this as well, a massive update has come out for Ender.io, and I have just updated to it. But probably shouldn't get too distracted, but I think all the conduit filters are in here now. Yeah, all these things. These were in before. So I'm very excited to get back into Ender.io, but that's not for now. Let's see if we can get, I'm going to need to go squid hunting, aren't I? Let's just take that last ink sack and we'll just do 1 button so we can see how it works. Do I need it for that? I do. I need it for all of them. Didn't know that. Alright. Okay, so let's do that. And with these, all we need to do with this is shift right click on the receiver. So we don't actually need these transmitters. All we need to do is come up here, if I can get up here, and if I think it was shift right click, so that's set to that channel. And if I now put this into this screen, it's not going to look too pretty at first, it just has a button, but we can edit all that. But let's just give it a test. If we click on that, no, that's not going to work. Right, all we need to do is set this up. So we need to change it to toggle, and then while we're here, we can put the button text as Mob Farm 1. That's a real imaginative name, isn't it? And then let's do a fancy color. Let's go blue. Okay, so now if I click that, I should toggle this on. There we go. So that is now working. And if I click that again, that'll turn that off. So yeah, mobs stop coming, and we just need to do the same thing on the other side, and we're done. So what we can also do is have a status indicator. Now this is a toggle button, so we can see if it's in or out, but we can also have like a on-off indicator, and we can put whatever text we want on there as well. Now I don't know why I did these. I don't really need them, do I? I could have used that ink on the... Yeah, all right, let's go kill some squid. Right, that should do us for now. So I'll just turn a few of those into those and get another button, and then now we can go click this on the other one, and then we can finally seal up this ceiling and get this roof done as well. Put that one on there, that's channel 4. And now if we come back down here, we can put this into here. And if we change this to toggle as well, and we'll call this another imaginative name, Mob Farm 2. Now I'm going to change this to white because it's not very clear of that blue one. But let's just test that one as well. We'll turn that on. Yeah, that's on. And then we can turn that off. Right, great. Okay, that's job done. But let's just show you what I meant by these as well. So grab a couple of these. No, you know what? That wasn't the thing I was thinking about. This is for a machine. So we need to check the energy status of the machine with that. It's not that. That's it. It's the redstone one I want. It's this one. Right, so I just need a couple of repeaters. And let's get one of these. I'll just do one just to make sure I've done the right thing. Right, so if we go like that. Yeah, right, so that's channel 3. Now if we come down here and put this in here, they'll say that one is off. But what I'm going to do is move that up there because this is the one that's for this one. So if we click on that, we want to set this to on and off. I suppose we could do status, make it look fancy, and then set that to green. This one to red. Right, so if I now click that, that should change that to on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll do that with the other one, but I'm getting a bit carried away with this. I don't really want to be messing about with this because I really want to get on to mining some resources automatically. So let me go figure out where we're going to do that, and we'll get on with some industrial foregoing laser mining. But before we do that, I suppose we should look at the crafting of these things, shouldn't we? So I've got a few things on me to get set up. I've got an obsidian barrel to put some things into, the ultimate cables from mechanism, and then just some ME stuff, and also a quantum entangle pot for power. So the main things we want are the ore laser base, and we only need one of these, and this is fairly expensive. Each of these diamond gears is 4 diamonds, and then we need diamond pick as well, and the plastic we've got tons of, and I've already got a few of these advanced machine frames as well, so we'll just grab one of those. And then the thing that we need to actually use this is these things called the laser drills, and we can have loads of these around it. And to set this up, we're going to have the ore laser base and then loads of these pointing at it. So let's just do one of these for now. I should do a few. Let's do 3. So hopefully I've got enough of these machine frames. No, of course I haven't. Right, tell you what, we'll just go with the one for now, and then I can show you how it works, and then we can get it set up properly. Right, so I've got all my power generating at this side, and I think that's what I'm going to keep this as. So I'll probably have like a power storage in the middle here, and then some power reactors down there, or whatever else I decide to get into. But then I think at the other side, we can do this ground floor for like resource generation. So we already have a P2P channel here, and it is linked already, so I don't need that one, which is good. And then I can run off this for whatever I'm going to do. But I think we need to put this down somewhere, don't we? So let's have a look at this. Right, I'm going to do this one off the floor, and there's a very good reason for that, but let me just put this down. So we're going to do it in the middle, and if we do the ore laser base just like that, and this doesn't do anything on its own, but if we then put tons of these around it, and I'm going to do them one away, and with industrial foregoing, you always face the way that you want the machine to point, and it'll go towards it like that. Now this will send like particles towards this once it is powered. Now it's doing it anyway, but it's not actually doing anything. So let's just run some cables down here, And then I'll have the quantum entangler porter, put that at the back. And then we just need to set the frequency on this and make sure it's ejecting to this side. And of course we do that on the energy, not the items. Right, there we go. So the power's coming out of there. That's powered. And it is now doing something in here. So this progress bar at the side, once this gets to the top, it will get a random ore in here. Now this is obviously incredibly slow. So there's two things we can do. Add a ton more of these things, but also put the upgrades in here as well. So those are the speed, efficiency, and processing add-ons. And those themselves use diamonds, so they are quite expensive, but it's well worth doing. So I think I'm just going to craft a few more of these for now and probably put them over here. And the reason I've done this off the floor is because you have to be either on the same level or one above or one below. So we're going to have a wall of these 3 high, and it's going to be a 3 by 3, and then we're going to do that on each side. So in total, we're going to have 36 of these things and 4 diamonds for each one. Yeah, they're not cheap. And I also need to do these simple machine frames, so I'm going to need to do a ton of these as well. So I'll get on with that and get this whole thing set up, and we can see if we actually get a decent production out of it. Right, so I've got some more cables, and I've crafted up another 8 of these, so we can do one side of this. And in that time, we have 1 redstone ore. I know, that's amazing, isn't it? So that's wrong. So I did say we need to face this way. Just like that. Hopefully this will work properly. Okay, how's that with 6? Right, we have another piece of redstone ore. Brilliant. Okay, so now that's 9. Is that any better? So it's a little bit faster. Let's see what we'll get on the next one. Now, do I have any of these add-ons ready? I probably don't, but let's have a look anyway. No. Okay, so the next one was a piece of raw lead. We definitely need to upgrade. Okay, so I've got all these add-ons ready, and these are just the same ones that we did for the mob crusher and the mob slaughter factory, but just to remind you, these things use 8 diamonds for each one, and I've got 27 of them here. I don't want to work that out because that would really upset me. So what we can do with these is put them all into here, and it will increase the speed of this. But as you can see, it is actually doing alright. So that just shows how long this took. So we do have our first diamond ore from this, so that's good. And we do have fortune 7 on something. I think it's on this pickaxe, isn't it? Yeah, well, fortune 6 on there, so we'll definitely get that upgraded. But we can use that and hopefully get a few diamonds out of all the stuff that we get off here. So first things first, let's put this in a chest so this thing doesn't back up too much, and then we just need to change the output to push to the top, and that'll all go into there. And then we can pipe this out with some filters into different places, but for now let's just get all these upgraded. Now I don't think there's an easier way of doing this other than going into them all and clicking them in, but this should drastically increase the speed of this. And yeah, I don't know how the power is going to handle it, but we can check that in a second. Let's just see how quickly this goes. Right, so you can see that is going up a lot quicker, and we're definitely getting stuff a lot faster into here. So diamonds is going to be my main focus because I'm down to less than 1,000 diamonds now. I think I'm on about 700, which is not great, is it? So let's have a look. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, 725 diamonds. Not great. Now, how is the power doing? These things are probably kicking in now and having to do some work for a change. But actually, no, they don't look like they are. But no, these energy cubes are still full, so no, power doesn't seem to be an issue at the minute. So yeah, I need to do another 3 walls of this, but I think I need to get these diamonds processed. Oh, there's another diamond ore there. Right, so what we can do as well to focus this so it picks up certain things is 2 things. Firstly, we can decrease the depth. Now, this always confuses me. Depth to me means how far it goes down, but it actually means the level that it goes to. I think it does anyway. So if we just put this to like diamond level, I think we can just go to 0 without that clicking. Sorry. So if we do this to 0, what we can also do is put lenses into here. And these are very simple. You just need to do them in dissolution chamber, but it is, I think it's just glass panes and the appropriate coloured dye. So yeah, so it's just 4 glass panes and a light blue dye will give you the light blue laser lens, and this means that it will focus more on mining diamonds, and you get a lot more diamonds. You get other stuff as well, but you should get more diamonds than just leaving it like this. So I'm going to put 6 of those in here, and then hopefully we'll have plenty more diamonds. Tell you what, I'm going to fortune these now because I'm excited. So there we go. I'll start and get my fortune pick. So I've got 4 there. No diamonds on me. What do we get? 13. I'll take that. Not bad. Right, I'll show this bit because I haven't done it before on camera. So this is just glass panes and light blue dye, and we get these things. So I'm just going to do 6 of them because that's what that machine can hold, and then we can get this going. So alright, got 6 there. Let's go do it. Okay, so if we put all of these into here, we should get a greater chance of getting diamonds. So that was cool. Not great. I know. Diamond. There we go. And diamond again. Nice. So that definitely works. I've got 3 diamonds there. Right, so that's it really. We'll leave this to do its thing. And I think the next step is getting this auto-processed and sent back into the storage, isn't it? So let's have a look at that. Right, so I'm just getting the stuff I need to auto-process these ores. And I've just grabbed myself a Fortune 7 book from the Library of Alexandria that we set up last time. And I'm not going to put this on my pickaxe. What I'm actually going to do is put it on an annihilation plane from AE2. Because this is the method I'm going to use to fortune all these blocks. So we'll just get one of these, and it's fairly cheap, just the flux crystals, which I still need to automate, and the annihilation cores and a bit of iron. So we'll get one of those, and we also need the formation plane, and this is the one that is going to place the blocks down. So I'll grab that, and if we get over there, I should already have an anvil. I think I put it down here. There we go. Right, so if I put my annihilation plane in there with a Fortune 7 book, that'll give me a Fortune 7 annihilation plane. So let's take that. And if we just come around here, I've already set this up a little bit, just the absolute basics of it anyway. So I've got all this filtered out now. So if we just have a look up here, I'm removing the diamond ore and the redstone ore into here because these are the ones I want to fortune down. And if we look at that, almost 5 stacks of diamond ore already. This thing is absolutely brilliant, and it's not even working at full speed yet. So this is all good stuff that we can get done as well, and a little bit of glowstone coming in, which I'm very happy about because I am struggling for glowstone. So what we've got here, this is from our main controller. We'll have a P2P tunnel there with a dense cable on that. So then we just have these cables along here, and this is basically just for power. I'm not going to run anything on these at all. So what we've got is then 2 sub-networks joined by these quartz fibers, and we're just going to put the formation plane on this one. So we have an import, that's an export bus. That should be an import bus, I got that wrong. Right, import, oh. I need to get into the auto crafting, do I? Let's have that. Import bus. So we'll put import bus on there. And then that. There. Right, you didn't see that. That's all working as it should be. And then we can take the formation plane and put that on the end of there. And technically that should work, yes, so that's going to do that. And then if we take our Fortune 7 annihilation plane and put it on there, we have a storage bus on here. So this little network, this is like the input, and then that is where it's going to store things. So looking here, nothing in there at the minute. So if we just put that on there, that should just start mining everything. So we can put some acceleration cards on these as well, so it'll do this quicker. We need to do that on the import bus. Actually, let's do that now, so it'll do that a bit quicker. Oh, that is going pretty quick though, isn't it? Look at that. So that is fortuning them at Fortune 7, and the diamonds are flying in now. Nice. So I don't really think we need these, really, do we? But let's just put 3 in there. Don't think that speeds it up at all. Doesn't do it. Nah, let's just leave that out. And the redstones are going as well. Nice. Yeah, so that is it. That is now 100% completely automated resources from nowhere, really, because these things don't mind what's in the world. They're just basically creating resources from power. That's all it is. So I'm going to get some more of these set up, if I can afford it, because, well, do I have enough diamonds? I think I do now. So with the other stuff that doesn't need fortuning like this, I'm going to send this into a smelter, or could even enrich it and get a little bit more out of it, but I don't think it's that big deal, is it? We can just get that smelted up, and then all the other ores we're going to send through here as well. I just wanted to get the backlog of diamonds done first, but yeah, that's pretty much there now. How's that going? That is not bad. I think I've already made back the investment I made in this. I think it's about 250 diamonds per side of this I'm going to do. So to do this whole setup, it's going to be about 1,000 diamonds, but I think with the amount that we're getting in such a short period of time, I'm not complaining. That is great. And I wasn't sure if one of these would be enough to keep up with this, but it's got through this backlog already, hasn't it? So that is great. Very happy about that. And whilst I was happy, we can always do better, can't we? So I've put the other side of this in, and these are all upgraded as well. All have the add-ons in, so this is another 250 diamonds I've spent on this, but it's going a bit crazy. And the right in queue, the Wandering Trader has spawned, but if we have a look in here, we have an absolute ton of stuff. I've just had a look at his trades, and I think I'm actually going to buy some stuff off him because I haven't done any villager trading yet. So these are actually the first emeralds I've got. So come here. What I just want to get is the moss, because I haven't seen this anywhere yet, and this is going to be very easy to duplicate, so I can just get one of those. The great thing about the Wandering Trader when you've got apotheosis is they sell these crazy things. So what have I got? Yeah, those are pretty terrible. So I just need to get some normal diamond leggings, which, you know, I'll be alright. But what I could do here as well is, will you get out of the way? I want to buy your stuff, but That's annoying. Right, I did say I wasn't going to use this for anything other than for power, but I think if we put an import bus on there, that's going to be a nice easy way of doing this, isn't it? So we'll just do that. I'll need some acceleration cards in here, which I do have on me. Okay, so those are going into the main system now, so I can just go craft up some diamond leggings. So I could probably set up another one of these once I get enough power, and then have the lenses be different colours. So if we do the lime green ones, we can get more emeralds. We could do it that way. Or we should probably get into the villager trading at some point, shouldn't we? So you come here. I want this. Thank you. Take those off. I've got any. So protection 5, mending, unbreaking 5, and rebounding 10. So anyone who hits me is going to have a really bad day, basically. Right, so a good bit of progress there. And now that all those diamonds are importing, they're up to way more than I had when I started. I think I had 1,000 before I started this whole process. I got down to about 400. Because I think I crafted a lot of them into the diamond gears by accident. Yes. So that is very good news. So between episodes, I think I'll get the other 2 sides of this done and get this going absolutely crazy. I still think this should be enough. But with that, I think I'm going to leave it there. Made some good progress today. We've got the mob farm control sorted, auto mining resources, and also auto processing as well. So got to be happy with that. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.